knowledge that Parliament has captured, the state has captured most of the institutions in Kenya. Quite a number of people say that Parliament has become the mouthpiece of the executive. The MPs, we have reports, are required to vote in a given way, particularly when it comes to approving nominations for appointment. And the funding of the judiciary has literally crippled the operations of the judiciary. The public service, which is supposed to professionalize the service itself, is more concerned with taking the presidential decrees. Then we have manipulation in the recruitment process and the micromanagement by the president and those around him of many institutions, sadly including even the universities, our universities. What is the end result? Our universities and many other institutions are manned by mediocre people who are corrupt, and they are grinding those institutions to a standstill. I could go on, but you know what has happened? Through blackmail of national institutions like Kenya National Commission on Human Rights, the Auditor General, and the Control of Budget, they are not able to perform their duties as expected. You know what has gone on in the past? The control of the IEBC, which is supposed to be independent to run elections as they are required by law. All this is happening not because we don't have appropriate provisions of the law to take care of the situations. We have a lot of laws. There's one time I was attending a conference, out of the country, and it was actually said that the Money Laundering Act of Kenya was one of the best provisions on money laundering in many parts of the world. So what do we do with this? This cannot stop unless we embrace meritocracy and have institutions led by people who can stand up and still even the president and those especially around him say no to them when they are trying to be unfairly influenced. Coming to the economy, despite the fact that Kenyans are industrious and hard-working people, it is not in dispute that our economy is in doldrums. Ask even Mama Mboga, she will tell you. She doesn't have to use any economic terms. She will tell you, hapa ni kubaya, and you understand what it means. This is all as a result of poor leadership. Which country can prosper with widespread rent-seeking and overtaxation? Which country can prosper with very expensive energy and at times unreliable? As a result, we are at almost economic stagnation, and some investors have relocated to the near neighboring countries. We can't continue like this, fellow Kenyans. We have our students dropping out of university because of the funding formula that is not working. Our young people are coming from universities, but they can't get employment because the economy has collapsed. Employment opportunities are not there. Employers themselves are closing down because they can't pay the overheads. What is the solution? Send our young people to other countries where we have actually modern slavery. From was that country, the Asian country, Myanmar, they were sent back. That's the country we have in. Our education system, you know the problems we are facing. We have an education CBC with a ratio of 40 students all pupils to one teacher, when the recommended ratio is supposed to be 14 pupils to one teacher, what kind of instruction are you going to get? We need to invest in our and deal with properly. Otherwise, we are teaching our children. At times, you can easily lose a whole generation of people. If you lose a generation of young people, those people's lives cannot be brought back. I don't need to go into problems we are facing with the healthcare, the SHA program, which was introduced even without first setting it properly so that there are no hiccups. People are suffering. Some people are dying as a result when we are supposed to be a little diligent. In conclusion, ladies and gentlemen, let me say that we cannot continue in this kind of governance. The flagrant violation of the Constitution and the rule of law that is witnessed all over must end. Abductions and reprisals, the use of force to silence those who hold dissenting views cannot be accepted. No civilized nation can allow or should allow heinous crimes like the shooting dead of civilians who simply are shot. They are unarmed and they are being shot. And of course, thereafter, they also arm themselves and they try to hit back. However, it is all not lost. Fellow Kenyans, the Gen Zs, demonstrated to us that if you stand up, change will be there. In my view, the 25th June protests was a wake-up call that we have what it takes to reclaim our country. We are a civilized and resilient people. We are highly intelligent and educated, so we can do it. We fought and the repeal of Section 2A of the old Constitution in the 1990s and ended the one-party rule. We fought and got a new constitution in 2010. Our youth ushered in a view that we can fight back and get our country back. Our Gen Zs started a change movement last year, which we must complete. I'm responding to the call from the Gen Sote to lead a movement. This movement, among other things, values integrity, Utu, respect for the rule of law, and the dignity of our people. It is a movement which aims to restore hope and human dignity to our people, irrespective of their classes, and of course, change or improve on our education system and healthcare. Those who are willing or who share the same views are most welcome to overviews on how we can reset our country and have our institutions working. I am here with you today. With God's help, we will prevail. I'm willing and ready to lead this change movement. And as I've said, those who are willing or who share the same view, that we don't want cosmetic changes. They are not going to help us. We will go back to where we are. We want to reset the country and respect the law. Thank you very much.
Thanks for watching. This is Sophia Live.